Hey Ryan, how do you feel about watermelon?
It's okay.
You fucking knew I was going to go there to
on that vein, is there any food that you would like freak out about? Like if you knew it was being served and you'd like maybe you'd throw a party because it was
pizza, Ryan.
Like listen, you eat. So you're telling me you're throwing parties every day?
Every fucking day.
Kyle parties like it's Friday night every fucking Friday.
You know it, buddy. Hey everybody, welcome back to Pajanime 2.
I don't know though. I don't know if there'd be like a food where I'd be like, man, I got to talk about this before we eat it because it's a big deal. Like, pizza's really good, don't get me wrong, but you eat it regularly enough in general. Well, it's not everyone, but a lot of us do.
It's flawless. There must be something wrong with
Flawless, I tell you.
imbeciles brought
What the fuck is going on?
Damn imbeciles.
me to find better assistance.
Or function, yeah.
To be fair, he does need assistance. He is in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Help a brother out, guys. He's only trying to
Can you remember the size of that book in comparison to the size of his body? Did you see that shit?
He's got to get on a step ladder just to see the top page.
I mean, that...
Maybe his chair extends up. Oh, what the hell? Is he getting kidnapped?
Or bopped. I was guessing he got knocked unconscious there. The enemy got an attack of opportunity on him, and they
maybe
rolled
ice
20.
cream cake, you know. But in most cases, you're eating ice cream cake when it's expected, like a birthday or something.
Well, it's already
right?
it's already a celebration.
Yeah, but there have been some times where someone had just brought an ice cream cake for, or you know what I mean. Someone had one or whatever
We should
when
give
it
a little
wasn't
context
expected
there,
and served it.
This isn't gonna make any sense.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
No, just like 5 seconds.
It's fine.
I'm doing it anyway. Right before the episode, we were talking about how in Japan it's a really big deal if you get watermelon. Like it's like a fucking like event. So that's why I opened with that thing. That's what I was talking. I wasn't gonna go into all.
Or
the shit.
it could be. It can be.
Yeah, but with none of that context, the conversation made no sense, Ryan.
That's fair.
But you thought you'd hold on to the suit.
What, this? It's just a costume.
It's kind of dark to say it, but I feel like the equivalent food or beverage item that people get excited about in culture here is like hot dog and beer.
Beer. Yep.
Pretty much, like that's if you want to get people together to celebrate, then nachos, hot, like things that kill you. That's what they instead of watermelon, things that kill you.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Well, fuck that panda.
Oh man, and we're back to see Weird Santa again.
Yep.
I hate this creeper. Speaking of things that kill you.
Wherever did you find these?
He does. Look at his eyes. Him and the ring girl sleep together at night, dreaming about how to take over the world.
Not even sexually. Like they just literally sleep in the same place.
Yes, literally. They got to connive.
Stolen?
It's an inside job. You hired the guy to steal him.
Oh, Sandy, you don't think it was me?
Still wearing the outfit, I see.
I just thought I'd dress for the occasion.
Sandy.
Guys.
If you
Yeah,
don't
just
believe
an
it,
outfit.
Then we'll just have to
This is getting
find out who
ridiculous.
really did it.
And keep wearing the outfit because screw this guy. He can't tell you what to wear.
I'll leave it to you.
Free the elves!
All right.
This one's also
That's it.
topical because it's like actually almost Christmas.
Indeed.
There's a fucking tree like 30 feet from, not 30.
Yeah, so we didn't actually fight an organization member at the end of Agrabah there, but was
No, we
was
didn't.
that the last? Did that seem like the last place in Agrabah? Was there any more chapters?
No,
or-
it had two. Like I got all of the keyholes in like the outside menu, so
Yeah, and sometimes those have been filling up even when we haven't been doing keyhole things, just when we've been finishing a chapter. So.
well, I'm talking about like keyhole.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
on the-
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know
Okay.
in the
Yeah,
menu.
yeah, you got me. Yeah. So I don't fucking know.
Yep.
Seem to come from the factory. Yeah, I'll go check it out, Mister.
Jury, if we want to be topical, something that gets me excited or something I will constantly talk about eating or eat during the holiday season is any form, unless there's coconut on it, any form of holiday themed cookies.
Yeah,
Because
coconut's
I
awful
think,
though. I agree.
yes, but well, I'm allergic. But I
Oh,
think
really?
that yes, only ingestion. It's not like horrible. It doesn't kill me. It's just
No,
if I eat
it's
a
just
bunch
like
of it,
you'd be better off.
I get itchy. I rash.
Are
and
you
stuff.
like kind of like a lactose intolerant person where it's like you probably shouldn't? But
Yeah. It doesn't make me like physically sick. Like I can digest it. It's just like if I eat too much of it, I get rashes sometimes on like my arms and stuff.
Well, I learned something about you today.
Indeed.
Your inability to do coconut is something that we had not discussed before.
Which is ironic because I can actually use coconut soap and like on my body and I don't get anything, no problems. It's just odd.
Well, I don't think that's like actual coconut, right? Like it's just like.
It could be coconut flavored.
Like cherry flavor is not real.
Yeah.
It doesn't really taste like a cherry.
It's just like I'm just putting chemicals. It doesn't matter. It's all bleach in the end.
So you three took them.
Yeah, bleach on your skin goes really well.
You stole the presents, didn't you?
But yeah, holiday cookies. Cookies are great. It's the greatest time for cookies in the holidays.
It was nice.
Because there's just so many different kinds during holidays. You know what I mean? Shortbread, kinds covered in chocolate.
Alright, go round up the kids before the time runs out, probably.
What's your favorite Christmas candy? Or Christmas sweet? Or baked item, whatever, you know? Christmas thing you know you shouldn't be eating, but it's bad for you, but you'll eat it anyway.
What is the Christmas themed? Probably just straight chocolate, to be honest. We don't really do like crazy shit on there.
I'm just so used to when you go to anyone's house at Christmas time, they just have shit like candy and chocolates and cookies just like on tables, you know?
Yeah, just like
grab at it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Like that's just like everywhere I go, it's just a thing. So it's just like, man, for someone who likes all that stuff at the time of year, it's like, hey, sure, you want to people want to give us cookies. I'm gonna
third box is over here. Okay, I need to be like in
Jesse's
the
cookies. Like chocolate, yeah, I'm not too bad with chocolate at the same time. It's fine. Any particular brand of chocolate you like?
I'm a big Reese guy.
Yeah, but I mean, you just like oh, I thought you were implying like holiday chocolates, like pot of gold, because you know that a lot of that stuff gets thrown out too. With this
Quality Street.
I don't know why, but for whatever reason, even though everyone gets a bunch of free candy at Halloween, everyone buys a bunch of different shit and serves it for Christmas, and it's usually elaborate. Like, you know what I mean? Those freaking candy companies must make a lot of money. People are buying sweets all the time. Anyway.
How do I make them tired if I hit them?
What is your opinion on an After 8?
After 8 is... Like, I won't turn one away, but I'm not buying that shit.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, most of the holiday themed sweets you never buy. You just, like I said, you just go to someone's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go to someone's... Someone bought them. I can tell you very few houses I've been to on the holiday season that have not had some assortment of candy or goods out on tables. It's just pretty much it's an older generation thing, I guess, too, though. You know, that's kind of there.
Yeah.
For guests. There you go, you figured it out.
Yeah, I didn't
Open those chests.
I hit them too. It was a thing. Where'd you put the
presents? I figure you would do a lot of that too, because you get don't you do 2 Christmases or multiple Christmases?
3, man.
Yeah, so you get a wide array. I'm assuming an assortment of those.
Well, especially because Alex's family, it's pretty much like German Christmas. So yeah.
Oh, German chocolate's great.
Yeah.
Oh man, so Kyle, by the time Christmas is over, you're chocolated out.
By the time Christmas is over, I'm fucking dead of diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a busy day for me. It's a lot of travel. Especially, like, because nobody lives in the same fucking city.
How do you eat on the road? That's what. Are you a pizza eater on the road?
No, usually, especially because
fast food at that point, you can just drive through. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck's open.
Even McDonald's? I thought you hate McDonald's.
I hate McDonald's. Usually, what ends up happening.
That's what I'm saying. What if it's the only place open?
No. So the
starve. He dies.
The general
because he wouldn't eat
a
at McDonald's
on the way. Because we usually start at my mom's place because it's here in town.
60 years from now.
Usually we start at my mom's place because it's here in town, and then we'll go to either my dad's place or Alex's family's. But on the way, like, they're both in the same direction. They're both about like an hour and a half from here, and they're about 15 minutes apart from each other. So usually on the about 20 minutes down the highway, there's a stop that has a Dairy Queen at it that's open. So that's usually where we end up, just because it's open. And that's kind of like been like our like road travel. Like driving to Oromocto thing.
What's up, Sally?
Thank goodness you're all here. The Heartless are back in the town square. Yeah, why the fuck
Oh,
not?
those Heartless. Yep, that's our cue there, Frosty the Donald.
Donald the Snowman.
You do keep it frosty, don't you?
Keep it frosty. Fighting the gift napper. Yep.
Goofy the red-nosed dog deer.
Actually, the Heartless were playing with some presents when I saw them. Aha, we have our culprits. It's the Heartless.
Or is it the organization? That's the real question. They can put Heartless on the screen 8 times.
Organization trying to steal Christmas, Ryan.
But we all know that we've confirmed several times that the Heartless seem to be doing things because the organization want that to happen. So what we can confirm is that nothing happens without the organization say so. That's what it seems like.
It does seem like they are the ones pulling the strings.
Zaynhart, I refuse to call him by the name he wants to be called by. Fuck that. Just pulling all these strings. We will be a puppet master no more. Actually, we are continuing to be a puppet, I think, because Sora doesn't know any better. He's just kind of going forward. We'd do other things if we could, but the game kind of wills us. Wills us from world to world. You gotta take it with stride, right? You gotta pretend you're Sora and just enjoy the fact that you're supposed to know nothing. To be fair, the rate at which Kingdom Hearts drops out plot points, you kind of only really know him as much as Sora anyway.
Yeah.
Yuletide
Hill, motherfucker! Fuck out of here, goofy reindeer.
Have we introed, by the way, Pajanime 2? Kingdom Hearts 2?
Yeah, we did.
I hope so. We haven't.
Yeah, 12 minutes
super
in.
late. That's Kyle. I was about to say I'm Kyle, but I'm not.
You're
He's
not.
Kyle. Kyle's the one with the controller.
That's correct.
K, C, think K. Pick K for a controller too. Kyle's from the Mortal Kombat universe.
Test your might, Ryan.
And I'm Ryan, and we're here. It's
Right,
episode
it's
129.
episode 130. Everyone knows.
Oh, it's 130. You're right. Jesus. We've done 130 of these. We were all about to.
Yeah.
We just recently hit our 1,000th video.
Oh yeah, we did.
Crazy number. It's a lot of
Fucking, yeah.
videos.
Like you put out
Sorry,
two a
I've had a
day.
hard time remembering all of them. It's only been 1,000.
You don't remember every video we've ever made? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's only been 1,000, quite literally. I feel like the next milestone is actually over 9,000. Any other milestone until then is irrelevant.
I feel like 2,000 is
5,000,
still a
whatever.
pretty big deal.
Nah.
5,000 is gonna be a big
It's all
deal.
on the path to over 9,000, and then once we've hit over 9,000, we peaked.
We're gonna be like 40 at that point.
I don't know the rate at which we released 1,000.
Yeah, you're right. A year and a half.
Yeah. Listen, Pajanime is chronicling all anime.
Well, no, we've been doing this for almost 2 years at this point. Like,
I know, but Pajanime the feature is all about chronicling these long-ass games, so settle in for the next decade of your life, because anime will take us all.
Yeah.
When the anime, the thing is though, is when the anime apocalypse happens, which will happen, we'll be ready.
Yeah.
What do you think we're doing? We're equipping ourselves.
Leave Halloween Town by order of the mayor.
We'll save the day, Kyle.
Shit, baby.
It's a nice voice.
Anybody?
An elected official, I can't.
I invited all these people, but I didn't
I
know
should
that
have
they're
built a
heartless.
wall, a beautiful wall, and Christmas Town would have paid for it, baby.
Oh, that was a sick summon. Nice Keyblade summon there.
Yeah, it looked rad.
Sora. Yeah. I think he needs to keep the hilt, though. They need to just stop pretending that they're not Star Wars, and he needs to keep the hilt, and then the magic of part of the Keyblade needs to
Oh
summon
no,
out of that,
he's
you know?
like a
And make a
Hexblade
sound
in D&D,
effect.
right?
Oh, yeah. Or even the Power Rangers. They do that, too.
Summoning new weapons.
Because, yeah. Because even though they morph, they have weapons. And they
Yeah.
can just, they just call them. They just use a name, usually. Or it's equipped on their side, but sometimes they summon it. Like, I know some of them summon them. Like, Billy has an axe. He doesn't always have an axe, but
Zach
you can
has
just
an
summon
axe.
it. Oh, you're right. Yeah, yeah. Or
Yeah. I can't remember what Billy has.
yeah. Zach or Adam, you mean?
Yeah, but I'm going OG.
Billy has like a scepter, I think, or like a trident.
Hang on, let's go through these because I'm pretty sure that Trini carries like dual, like fucking Raphael. Or no, she just has two daggers. They're not full on.
So Pink Ranger has a
Bow.
Pink Ranger has a bow. if you put them all together, that forms a giant gun.
Yeah, which was
Shoots
stupid.
a laser. I remember that.
Jason carries a sword.
Whatever. Jason carries the lame sword.
Yeah, Tommy has a fucking flute.
Tommy has 2 weapons. Tommy has a scimitar and a dagger, technically. And he's used them both in battle at times. And summoned both swords, both the dragon sword and the tiger sword. Yeah, Tommy gets a dual wield because he's actually effective. But I think you're right. Yellow Ranger also did dual wield. I don't remember. Blue was like a mace or a trident or something.
I think it was like a bow staff, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. But a bow staff with like a trident at the end of it.
Ah, fuck.
Let's look. We're going to look this up. MMPR weapons. Sure.
Shit, baby. Okay.
Jason's power sword, Zach's power axe, Billy's power lance, Trini's
Lance.
power
He had a
dagger.
fucking lance.
She had daggers.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then
Yeah, so
power
that's not
bow.
that great.
Shame.
She's like a rogue,
Looks like it was such a nice
which is fine.
present.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Sora is a hexblade. Past level 3.
Yeah, but not all the weapons were on the Rangers at all times, right? Like they would sometimes just summon
Some of
them.
them out of the air, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been stolen.
Yeah. For anyone who's curious, that's like D&D shit. If you haven't played that, then you will not.
Yeah, and
know.
then if you assembled them all together, it made the power
Like a-
blaster.
Yeah, it was like a fucking like cannon.
But then there's the dragon dagger, which what's his name gets. He also has a shield.
Tommy
has Tommy has power ups because
because they realized that he was the best one.
Yeah, well, other people sometimes. There was one scene where that was cool. Where I'm looking at the image now, where the Red Ranger was wearing Tommy's like thing, the crest that was on the Green Ranger thing, like that golden thing, because he equipped the golden dagger and then he used the power sword his power sword and the golden dagger at the same time, and that was like, okay, Red Ranger, you're cool for a second here.
Why did Tommy have to give him the power crest thing?
I don't know. I think that he didn't give him the power crest. He gave him the dagger, and when he used the dagger, it gave the red suit the power crest.
Okay.
So he was walking around with like the red suit with that power crest on. I think that might have been after Tommy was no longer the Green Ranger. I think they only had a little bit of the power left.
Oh,
or
when he
something
gave
because-
away his power before, like
yeah,
between Green and White
yeah.
Rangers? Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
right.
Which was like the Red Ranger with the crest was kind of cool. But I
Yeah.
mean, then the White Ranger came back, and it was like, and his crest was even better.
Gorge.
But yeah, they had bikes. I forgot they had battle bikes that they went to stock footage of. Sorry, you got me on this fucking wiki. I gotta close this. We're playing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Also, how many
Good.
fucking times
We
we
looked up
talked
what we
about
wanted,
Power
we
Rangers during Kingdom Hearts? It's like
I
Power
don't
Rangers,
care.
Ninja Turtles.
Anime.
We talk about this shit all the time.
Yeah. Shit that Sora would watch.
Have you found the presents yet? No.
What do you think Sora's favorite Ninja Turtle is? It's Leo. by the
Yeah.
way. That's the correct answer. Sora likes the guy he has most in common with.
Yeah, guess who Riku's favorite is?
Raph.
Yep. Goofy's is Michelangelo.
Yeah, Donald just loves Donald. Don.
Yeah, it's like really not much of a stretch on that one.
Yeah.
Don's a Don fan.
Yeah, and who does Santa love? No one. Santa actually
Santa's-
isn't capable. This Santa isn't capable.
And
This
Mickey
Santa isn't
Splinter.
even living.
Fucking rap.
Oh man. So you're saying Splinter's just Yoda?
Yes. What do you mean? Am I saying?
The question is which one of the 17 million villains in this series is fucking Shredder? There's 100 of them. Ansem? Does he count? I guess. The first Ansem? I don't even know anymore. Xanhart?
I don't know. We'll find it at the end of this game. Just kidding. We're definitely not.
Zaldus? Zemian? Larxene? Axel?
It's not Larxene. Larxene's my girl.
Riku by 5 Zark McZarnanson?
Did you just have a stroke?
I also really dislike that Santa. Like, I cannot stress enough. Like,
He looks like a serial killer.
one of the worst designs ever. Like, he's not even just creepy. He's scary. Like, if you were to actually just listen,
You can take that
in
up with
most
Tim
cases-
Burton.
yes, in most cases, if you were to just put a pinup of something in someone's room, it would probably scare them when they wake up. But it would be more scary the creepier the image was, right?
Yeah, sure.
No matter what. Like, if it was just Bob Barker, you're gonna probably be like, what the fuck?
Bob, back
Get
up,
startled,
yeah.
and then be like, man, I guess the price is right, and have a laugh. But if it's that Santa, you're calling the cops. You're immediately calling the cops. It's the first instinct on your, you know what I mean? On your dial speed, 911. What's your emergency? I don't know. a real creepy Santa is staring across from me, and I think he wants to take all my belongings or do something even more nefarious. Like, yeah, 100%.
And then they're like mental
Like,
institution.
That's the type of Santa that you can't, like, that guy couldn't walk around in real public. Someone would kill him because they would think he's doing something so evil. Like, the moment he'd look at someone, it's over. Not the elves, though. They're okay. They just seem a little overworked, you know? Oh, we're doing some gift wrapping. Your favorite mini games.
Oh, I do love minigames.
See?
No.
Even worse. Santa's Workshops where you get the mini games. Okay, this is just like a little tank mini game. I'm not off base here, though, right? That Santa looks really fucking crazy. The eyes. They just give him something, emotion, that isn't like, I don't know. Maybe he's just had way too much cocaine.
That could be it.
You know, overworked from the holidays. He's taking the, he's taking the Adderall. He's taking whatever he can.
Fuck that.
Yeah, well, no, he doesn't. Him and his elves got to produce all these toys that nobody uses from 1920s musicals. That apparently that's all they still make up in the North Pole. They're just going to factories. We've got factories and factories of it for infomercials. Do you need toy horsey? It's made of wood. Everyone's favorite, the tin soldier or whatever. You know what I mean?
Clear.
I'm sorry, but that's all you're shooting too. Is that old
Was that
toy?
a challenge, or was it just a fucking time?
You should have been shooting PS2s.
Not quite.
There's more?
Don't worry, I'll take care of the rest.
By the by, that's actually we were talking about cookies and snack. That's the best part of Christmas. Not even the gift giving, not any of that. It's just the fucking cookies.
So, where do you think
What?
that'll leave us?
Your favorite part's not hanging out with family members who you don't really agree with on a lot of levels, and you just have to put up with their shit.
Whenever you're ready, just say the
Yeah.
word.
Cookies though.
Oh, dude, did I tell you? Did I tell you about my bonding experience with my? So last year was like the first year that we had, or first year entirely that we had like kind of like the merging of families with my mom and her now husband, but last year was they were still just dating. But like we all lived like Christmas as like one big extended family, and I was like, this is still a little bit weird because I don't really know my stepsister that well.
Okay.
But
So it's like a getting to know you.
well, I was just like,
Stay together.
Yeah, because like she's like by the time that our parents got together, she was already in school, but like in a different province. So like, she'd be like around for like certain things, but not like that often. But we did Christmas, and I was like, well, this is a little bit weird. So we're there, me, her, Alex, my sister, and then my mom and her dad. We opening presents for my fucking grandparents, and we had a very lovely bonding moment because my grandmother, bless her soul, not the best at presents. Have we covered this last year, what she gave me for Christmas?
I don't. Maybe I remember you talking about your grandmother's gift giving at some point, but I don't.
No,
remember
my grandmother's.
specifically
The thing I was talking about was her. She thought that I had an addiction to video games because she watched a. Well, you know what? I do have hours and hours of me playing them online now, but at the time, less than that. We only had like a couple hours. But yeah, so for Christmas last year, I got 16 bars of soap,
Okay.
a gigantic box of gluten-free popcorn that I'm very slowly making my way through, and one dented Kleenex box. Like dented to shit Kleenex box, and then she did give me money, but she gave me like a check that was just like less money than my sister. And like, don't get me wrong, I still appreciate it, but it's also like, why'd you give my sister more money than me? What the fuck? So that was a lovely bonding moment because I was just laughing at a certain point, right? So I'm just like, oh, fucking whatever. Like, I'm not really somebody who gets like uppity about like getting enough gifts or whatever, because like if I want something, I'm really hard to shop for. If I want something, I just go fucking buy it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like we're just like, I just had to laugh at a certain point because like this is the fucking worst thing. Like my mom even was like, normally she's like, be nice like to your grandmother, but she was like, what kind of fucking bullshit is this?
16 bars of soap.
16 bars of soap. We're still working through them, and like my mom had to have a serious conversation with her because she was gonna get me more this year, and like I've been making jokes about it, obviously, right? Because like fucking yeah, like it was 16 bars of soap. And then my grandmother got like genuinely offended, but she was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not gonna get him again then," because she does that where she'll just like play fucking like victim for any time anyone has ever any sort of a disagreement about something.
Oh yeah, the guilt trip of like, oh, I was just trying to get you. Like it's just impractical. Like I'm not saying that you don't receive beauty products, but
16
if you're
is too many.
Yeah, no,
Costco.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where, if that's your goal, if your goal is to, I want to make sure you have enough to clean yourself, they make body lotion or body wash in giant family-sized tubs that are way easier for as a gift than buying 16 individual bars of soap.
Well, no, this was a gigantic 16-pack from Costco, dude.
Okay, it was a pack. Okay, still though, I don't know. I feel like more people use body wash now than
It was
soap.
also but they're old, right? Like they're like, oh,
Yeah, right. That's the thing.
magic.
Would you have felt as weird if it was not 16 bars of soap and instead was just a family-sized
like, thanks to this
body
fucking piece of
wash?
shit.
Oh, but what you usually see from grandparents or from parents if they don't know, or relatives if they don't know what to get you, is like you'll get the body wash, but it'll be in a giant bathing kit. You know what I mean? It'll be like, here's body wash, here's shampoo, here's all of it. Right? It'll be the whole thing, which I don't mind that because that's like at least in an emergency I got an extra if I need to go on a trip or you know what I mean. I got a stock of everything you need.
Yeah.
Not just, I better grab one of my free bars of soap. Sorry, it just seems so like an outdated way to try to keep cleaning products.
You know why it feels like that, Ryan?
You use it in a pinch, don't get me wrong. You use the bar of soap in a pinch, but yeah.
So yeah,
don't get me wrong. I have definitely gotten kits. Like I have never gotten a bar of soap, but or a box. I might have gotten a box of soap back in the day when I was a kid.
One bar of soap, that would be a terrible gift. You know what's a better gift than that? About 16 times
You know
better?
what? A bar of soap is a stocking stuffer, though. Huh?
Yeah, like an individual
in the box,
bar
obviously.
of soap.
Yeah, or wrapped. What conversation are we talking? So Sora, what kind of brand? Sora uses Axe for Kids, clearly.
That show wasn't really like around in like 2002.
The show?
Like Axe.
The product? Yeah, it was.
But it wasn't like what it is now, you know?
No, but, he's probably cool enough that he wasn't getting Axe, he was getting Lynx imported. You know?
What the fuck are you talking about? What is that?
What? You didn't know that? Wow.
Lynx imported?
No, Lynx is the name of the Axe brand in Britain. Imported is me saying he was importing it.
Okay, I thought you were naming a brand called Lynx Imported.
No, Lynx is a body spray.
Yeah, okay. I got you now.
Introduced in 1983. That's why I use that, because I believe Lynx was the original, and Axe came over. But let's confirm that.
May as well. Yeah, that was the best thing. Like, so we had like kind of like a nice little like, we don't really know each other that well, but you understand that this is a big piece of shit.
Yeah,
so it's
owned by a British Dutch company, so something tells me it probably didn't originate in America. It's known as Lynx in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and China. You know what? I would hesitate to say that it's wouldn't be inaccurate to say this is actually Lynx. If you were to say what is it? What is the original name? Right? It would be Lynx, not Axe.
Oh yeah.
Lynx obviously came first. Lynx is a cooler name than Axe anyway, in my opinion.
I mean,
for a body spray,
like
Axe is lame.
Kids. Remember when they had like that
Lynx?
commercial?
That sounds like sleek and cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. Axe is just like the most fucking like lumberjack motherfucking name.
Yeah, but like remember, let's think about that commercial, right?
It doesn't
like,
fit
where,
their marketing.
Like, a guy would spray it, and like 19 girls would show
Axe
up.
commercials are the dumbest shit of all
time.
time.
But if you're like a 16-year-old boy, you're like, fuck yeah! That's how I'm gonna get pussed! Like that's what they're like, right?
Wow.
16-year-old.
No. Listen, I'm not saying you're incorrect. I was 16 once and hung around with people who were retarded, and definitely were bro dudes and acted stupid all the time. For the record, that's what I mean when I'm saying that.
Yeah. I stay away from that one, but I know.
Yeah. They acted stupid. They were acting dumb, is what I should say correctly. Apologies if that offended anyone.
It's something I have to catch myself on too, because that was a term that was considered socially acceptable when we were growing up, and it's hard to shake that one.
Yeah. Like it's not socially acceptable, obviously, to say towards people who have mental problems or challenge.
Much in the same way
more so when someone's acting like dumb or being, you would say it a lot to your buddy who got drunk and did something stupid.
Yeah. Well, it was the same thing where like this one was easier to ditch because it came up like more, or it came up earlier, but like when I was like 15, 16, like people would call each other faggot as an insult. Like,
Yeah.
It was same, and like it's like,
I'm
I
sure
think
everyone.
This is fine
I'm
as
sure
long as I
everyone
don't mean it. It's like now
I'd
actually
imagine
this is
by
obnoxious
this
to
point
people who get called
in
this.
history,
as
everyone is somewhat familiar with that as a thing, being a thing that happened, and I don't think that's basically what I'm saying is I don't think that is you are exclusive to that issue. I think that is something.
No.
A lot of people,
in fact, I don't
experience
think I'm
growing up.
exclusive to that. I think that was a more relatable example, so that was why I was bringing it there. Because like, I know that you're not somebody, but just in case someone's watching this for the first, like, this is their first taste to us, and they're like, man, this was 30 weird minutes of these guys, and then, every once in a while it doesn't hurt to retread ground that is, retread ground that we've done before if it's something that's meaningful or relevant. Okay, guy, like, let's chill out here a little bit.
I don't know. I'm not going to say I haven't used Axe, though. I have, occasionally.
Yeah, but those commercials were fucking...
It's mostly just because it's something. It's better than sweating.
Oh, yeah,
It's better than being
I've
gross,
had it bought
right?
for me. Like, I'm not, like, fucking... Like, I'm not too cool for Axe.
I've always been one of those guys that's just... I put all my cologne, body spray stuff in just one thing, and if I want to not smell like sweaty for whatever reason due to something, you use it. That's it. I'll use whatever's there, right? If I'm out of something, I'll just move whatever.
Yeah.
I recognize that some people like to make themselves smell all specific, but...
Yeah. I think this is a good place to call this episode, Ryan. But in the next one, we're gonna fucking go... I don't remember what we're supposed to be doing in Halloween Town. We'll figure it out.
Trying to ignore Creepy Santa. It's hard to pay attention in here because Creepy Santa's telling us what to do, and I don't want to listen to him, so we're just kind of on autopilot.
Yep. See you guys next time.
Next time.